Recently, me and my family of 4, we were out one day and we decided to pick up KFC for lunch on the way home. We were shocked to see the total price for 2 combo meals and 2 sides, just enough to feed our family, and it came up to just over $50. I think then and there, my husband and I, we both agreed, okay, it's going to be a while until we come back to KFC for a meal because it's just so expensive. We spent $50 to feed our family for only 1 meal. In this video, I want to show you 3 different meals that you can make at home for under $50, and it will feed your family 3 times over. For these 3 meals, we will be using chicken breasts, and so I went ahead and bought just over 1 kilo of chicken breasts for $11 a kilo from Woolworths. And this will be enough for all 3 meals, maybe even more than enough. Meal number 1 is going to be crispy chicken burgers. Now, when you try this crispy chicken, I promise you, you will not be able to go back to using whatever you've been using for your chicken burgers. This crispy chicken is super easy to make. It is crunchy on the outside and juicy and delicious on the inside. Let's get to it. So you start out by having 2 chicken breasts. Depending on the size of it, I usually cut them in 2s or 3s. Here I'm just cutting into 1/3, and then I slice them. Depending on the thickness, my family and I, we don't really like our crispy chicken to be really thick, so I tend to cut them in thin slices. So with 1 chicken breast, that gave me about 7 slices of chicken. And so I do the same thing with the other one, and then I set that aside. I grab a bowl. I've got low-fat buttermilk, got 1.5 cups, 1 tablespoon of hot sauce. Again, I'm not really measuring here because I don't want it to be super spicy, so a little bit of hot sauce, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon onion powder, and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Mix that all together, add all those sliced chicken into the bowl, give that a bit of a mix, make sure everything's coated, add a cling wrap over the top, and then pop it in the fridge. And you can leave in the fridge for up to, I don't know, 24 hours. I'm going to leave it overnight and make it the next day. For the breading, we need 1.5 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon black pepper, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon onion powder, and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. For the oil, you can use either vegetable oil, canola oil, or peanut oil. I'm here using vegetable oil. And I'm going to simply use my Dutch oven. If you prefer something smaller, you can. It's just going to take a longer time to fry all the chicken. So you'll need about 1 inch of oil in your pot, and you're going to heat it up to about 150 to 160 degrees. If you have one of these these thermometers, those are really handy, especially when you're frying stuff. So you're going to remove a piece of chicken from the marinade, letting the excess drip off, and dip the chicken into the flour mixture, pressing it on with your hands or your tongs to coat well, and then you're going to just pop that straight into the Dutch oven. You don't want to overcrowd the Dutch oven, so I'm just going to do 3 at a time. You're going to cook 3 to 4 minutes on the first side or until browned and crisp, then flip and cook another 2 to 3 minutes on the second side or until cooked through and chicken is browned and crisp all over. Once it's done, you're going to transfer it to a wire rack. Now here I've got a brilliant tip for you all who don't really like cleaning up a whole lot, especially when you have oil to clean up. Oh my goodness, who likes cleaning up oil? Not me. I use this film to pop under the wire rack. I believe that painters use this to pop over furniture when they're painting, so they're not making a huge mess on the furniture. So I just use that, cut it up into the size that I want, and I pop it under the wire rack, and I pop it on the floor as well and on the sides. It's just way easier for me to clean up. Once I'm done, I can just grab all that and pop it in the bin. So you're going to repeat that for all the chicken until you have none left, and just let it cool on the wire rack. And so for the burgers, you've got your buns, you've got your lettuce and whatever you like to add on, and you pop that all together. Oh, also, if you do like pepper mayo sauce from KFC, this is a real easy, simple way to make it at home. You add a blob of mayonnaise and then just probably a teaspoon of lemon juice, and then probably a quarter of a teaspoon of pepper. Mix that all up and voila, you've got your pepper mayo sauce. And so now it's time to enjoy your crispy chicken burger. Oh, this is so good. You need to try it. Recipe is in the link below. Go for it. For meal number 2, we are going to be using the crispy chicken that we used the day before. So because just out of 2 chicken breasts, it made such a large batch, we can use leftovers and we can just make some simple sides with the crispy chicken that we already have. So I've done the hard work yesterday with frying up the chicken, and today is just a quick and easy meal prep. And it's perfect because I was out all day and I don't really feel like making a whole brand new meal for us to eat. So this is perfect for when you have busy days and all you have to think is about the sides. So for the sides, I'm going to make a simple mashed potato along with a coleslaw. So for the mashed potato, I simply peel the skin off the potatoes. I use about 1 kilo, I believe, maybe just over. Cut those into quarters, pop it in the pot, add water, add salt, and let it boil. I've got a link to a great mashed potato recipe if you're interested in the link below. Go for it. And then for the coleslaw, you grate some carrot and then you cut up some cabbage, add the coleslaw dressing. If I do have red onion at home, I would add that too, but this time I only had carrot and cabbage. And you've got your salad. If you want a little bit of sauce, you can make a gravy. Simple way to just add a bit more flavor to this. I mean, I don't think there needs to be more flavor because there's just so much flavor in this crispy chicken. That is enough for us. So you've got this meal, voila. I only had to do the sides, very simple. Meal number 3, so we've had our delicious crispy chicken fix. It's time to switch the gears up a little bit and make a delicious risotto. Now this dish is one of my comfort foods and it's just perfect for colder days and goes well with warmer days as well. You've got that chicken broth base with the chicken left over from the 1 kilo, so I don't have to buy any more meat. And it's such a versatile dish. You can add whatever you have in your fridge. I add spinach, bacon, and peas, but you can add whatever, I don't know, whatever you like. To make this delicious chicken risotto, you start out by just prepping everything. So you need a chicken breast, or you can use 2. If you're not fond of chicken breast, you can also use chicken thighs. So about 4 chicken thighs will be enough. You need about 200 grams of bacon, peas, and spinach. Again, you can swap that out with mushrooms or corn or whatever you'd like. You want to have 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter ready to go, 2 garlic cloves cut up finely, 1 onion, and then we've got about 250 grams of arborio risotto rice. If you do not have this risotto rice on hand, do not worry. Feel free to use this short grain rice if you have that. You can simply use that. Not much of a difference. Easy. Heat 1 teaspoon of oil in a pot or a skillet or Dutch oven. Here I'm going to use my Dutch oven over high heat. Add bacon and cook until golden, and then transfer to a bowl. In the same pot, you're going to add your chicken and cook until browned and cook through, and then again you're going to just transfer that to where the bacon is. You're going to turn the heat down a little bit to medium and add butter, melt it. Add garlic and onions, saute for about 3 minutes or until softened. Turn heat up to high, add rice and stir until the grains become partially translucent, no longer than 1 minute though. Add a little bit of chicken stock, just so to scrape the bottom of the pot. Turn heat down to medium-low, add about 3 cups of chicken stock, then leave it uncovered, stirring just once or twice until most of the liquid has been absorbed. You're going to then check firmness of the rice and add about half a cup of stock at a time, stirring in between until absorbed or until the rice is cooked to your taste. I like my risotto a bit more on the runnier side than firm, so I do add pretty much the whole litre of chicken broth. So when you're happy with the firmness of your risotto, you can take it off the stove and serve it up straight away. We enjoy having cucumbers with risotto with a little bit of salt and pepper, and it's just a perfect dish my whole family loves. So there you have it, 3 delicious different meals that will not empty your wallets, and I promise you, you won't be spending a penny more than $50 wherever you are. And I have linked all the recipes down below in the description. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. It will really support my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.